I think maybe even Dirty Jersey Rat. Dirty Jersey. Yay! I love that song.
We're still talking about Aaron. Still.
Stuff that gets sent to him by Lance and Steve.
So they're never gonna cover. They're never gonna cover Haley. So they're just gonna move on. Haley's done, and they'll be like, well, you lose some, win some, you lose some, and the whole gang's gonna move on. Get Along gang's gonna move on without Haley.
Lou and Terms McGurk, like Aaron gets trolled with misinformation constantly. He'll
What these guys don't. Melton has no idea what's going on with Haley, even though he could just go to Kiwi Farms and probably and then have Nick Ricotta on. Didn't Nick Ricotta used to be a lawyer before he did coke with his kids? Well, Mel would be like, I don't even know what's going on with Haley because she was at Hack Meanie, so we're pals. Dr. Steve, come on my show and explain to me why you're going to jail.
He'll run to the air with anything, especially if it's bad about his detractors.
He didn't even Google PWIMSD beforehand. He's like, I don't know what that is, but she's guilty of it.
Sounds worse.
How long are they going to do? 3 hours? 2 hours? All right, why am I even checking? I know what time they started. So they're going to go 3 hours?
Yeah.
It's like, you want to put
I'll just wait them out. I don't give two fucks. What am I going to do? Go to the beach? But again, I don't even have all the words, and it doesn't even matter if I had the words. Would it change a fucking thing? But the fact that this is Haley week, and they're still making it about Steel Toe and Chad, just goes to show what clowns they are. No, because it's the Get Along gang, and they're pals. Melton actually said he could do a show about Carl or Moody. He can, but he still goes back to Steel Toe constantly.
a bit of research.
Even though, and Carl said they like to have fun with it, even though they both have, Carl and Melton still have pending litigation. I remember Carl got all upset when Stuttering John sued him, and he's like, getting sued sucks. Is that fun, Carl? Carl, I thought you just want to have fun like Cyndi Lauper.
To bring in one of your enemies down.
No, he doesn't.
Say what you want about me, but I had a pretty epic.
Look, Mel has the fake laugh, so guys encourage more super
No,
tips.
I was yeah, I can go. They're saying I have to go. No, I was just gonna say, like, now that Aaron knows about the Cape Coral housing market, I'm sure he'll run to that'll be Monday morning.
Guys, I got an article sent to me.
Yep.
Your boy Carl's not doing well financially.
No, he's killing it because he used super tips, and he has a place in Rochester and Cape Coral.
He admitted.
I'm a 51-year-old man.
Where did Tukey go? Oh, here he is.
Time to go to the beach and play basketball. Check myself with baby piss.
Do
go
your
through
plugs.
some
Tell us about the special.
lockers.
When can we...
Yes, go to GoFundMe. Chad Zumach. I need to furnish my apartment. It's a little empty in here, so every little bit counts.
The apartment that you're using to plan your special, so it's actually
Yes, it's an office.
I'm
writing it off as an office. It's a
I
write-off.
just had a man come mount me on the wall.
Right?
Also, tomorrow morning, I'll be dabbling live. The 911 call from when someone stole my bike, and I needed justice to be served.
Do you really have the Chad 911?
Yes,
call?
and I thought I had the body. There's body cam footage. I'm waiting for it. I thought I had that too, so that was a false alarm. We have the 911 call. Listen, it's not going to be as good as the body cam footage, but it's an appetizer, as we call it. Yes, tomorrow morning we will.
I heard that before. Appetizer.
We'll hear that.
That's what Haley's doing for 3 or 4 hours the other day. Appetizing.
I make a heroic phone call to 911.
Spoiler: he blamed it on Kumia country.
Over a bike! A bike! I called 911. Can you believe it?
Is this an emergency? Yes.
Yes.
Melton should get on a bike. Am I right, Mike McGinnis?
3/4 of my net worth has been taken.
Imagine if you saw a hunchback on a bike. You'd be like, what the fuck did I just see? Because even when you're on a bike, you're kind of all back because you're leaned over, from the seat to the handlebars. You're in that kind of position anyway. Mostly what they see is your back. So imagine a hunchback on a bike.
Sound like an emergency.
Operator, do you
3 months ago, April and Aaron split. Me?
Going back to
Kid, or he got.
What happened to Tukey?
God.
interest-
I'm just saying that serial killer might not be the worst one that ever.
Right.
To go to the beach and play basketball. You all are losing.
Yes, go to GoFundMe, Chad Zumach. I need to furnish my apartment. It's a little empty in here. Right off, just to be. We have the 911 phone call.
Yeah.
To be-
Look how fast.
Spoiler, she does it. All right, bye, losers. You're all dorks.
See ya, Chad.
Bye.
Mark Davis, look how fast he responds to all those texts within 1 or 2 minutes late at night. What a pathetic cuck. Talking about the drug tests, I think.
Go fuck yourselves. Have a good week.
Hello,
Carl, don't you go to eat dinner? Carl usually has to jump off because his mom wife's like, Carl, I made some pot roast.
baby. Daddy wants to
Ricky
order
Bev,
2
hello,
green
baby.
shirts.
Daddy wants
And
to
hey,
order.
no seat.
What I understood was that she was
She
Oh, Ozone, finally.
Ozone, every detail Haley gave was a lie. She said she sold Oxy to a friend. The warrant said she sold H to Detective Shores. Google him and you will see he works undercover for the narcotics squad.
there's no deny. Like
No,
sure.
I didn't know
Like,
that. She sold.
Oh, all of a sudden he knows everything about Cornholio, but he doesn't know anything about Haley. Are there any other ones about that? No. Thank you for your service, Ozone.
Google him and you will see he works undercover for the narcotics squad.
There's no.
Look at Melton scratching his hunchback neck.
Oxy to a friend. The warrant said she sold H to Detective
Look at Carl's even nodding, but they don't want to cover. They want to talk about Steelhill and Cornholio.
Shores. Google him and you will see he works undercover for the narcotics squad.
There's no deny. Like yeah.
No,
sure.
I didn't know
Like,
that. She sold it to a detective.
Yeah, so she sold it to a detective. I think this. I'm not sure that it was such a long stream and so convoluted. What I understood was that she was coerced into selling into the
not at
detective.
first, but
Not
the
at
second
first.
2 times.
The second
last
time-
2
yeah,
times.
right? Like it. She was
It
coerced
was
into
like
selling
one
it
pill
to,
at a time, and only 4 times.
look. There's been so much. I don't know. She's an unreliable narrator as far as this goes.
Oh, they discredited her as a witness of her own life. Oh, how convenient. She's not of sound mind or body. Well, these guys are fucking. This is professional sweeping.
She was
It
coerced
was
into
like
selling
one
it
pill
to,
at a time.
But it's funny. Carl's just having fun. Like he told us to do, and Steel Toe and Chad. You just gotta have fun with this stuff.
Time and only 4 times.
Look, there's been so much. I don't know. She's an unreliable narrator as far as this goes, and I don't know.
No, it's called lying. It's called lying, losers. It's called lying. Wow.
The truth is, or
Carl,
look. There's been so much.
So he doesn't know what the truth is, and either does Haley. According to Moody, he doesn't know the truth, and Kiwi Farms doesn't know it, and Haley doesn't even know the truth. She doesn't even know what happened. We'll never know. But from these pictures, we're gonna find out what happened at Cornholio.
I don't know. She's an unreliable narrator as far as this goes, and I don't know what the truth is, or
Carl,
do
stop texting me. I'll get you the pills.
Right. It's like,
Just tell the
this
truth.
goes, and I don't know what the truth is, or
Does
4
she?
times.
look. There's been so much. I don't know. She's an unreliable narrator as far as this goes, and I don't know what the truth is, or
Carl,
I-
stop texting me. I'll get you the pills.
right. It's like,
Just tell the truth.
It's like
Just be honest about everything. Wrong motherfuckers. Remember, anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law by police officers.
I don't think the police officers use it against you in the court. That's not how the.
It's what I was saying before. It's like, try to imagine Scarlett Hampton in 15 years and asking her about things that happened now. Like, you're not gonna get a
It's the
straight
most
story.
insulting.
Right. So right. So So now they're saying Haley was as fucked up as Scarlett is now. Was she dating Ethan Ralph too? I mean, these clowns. Sometimes you just got to. Thank God I'm sitting down. So you can't go by what happened. Then why would she do 7 hours about what happened? And she said she was reliving the trauma. They were like dreams she had, and this is how I remember it. But now these guys are saying that's not how it happened. Will we ever know? Will we ever know? Maybe get Sheckler on the case because Ray did the same thing. This is how I remembered it. And Sheckler's like, no, here's what happened. Same thing Kiwi Farms did. And then they're like, Kiwi Farms and Steel Toe didn't lay it out in a timeline that we appreciated. So we're just going to dismiss the whole thing. We're not going to believe any of it because she's bad at retelling it. And Steel Toe didn't do a good job covering it. And she was at Hackmania. So we're just going to pretend it never happened. Because maybe she dreamt the whole thing.
Anything you say can.
It's like try to imagine Scarlett Hampton in 15 years and asking her about things that happened now. Like you're not gonna get.
That's the most insulting thing anyone has said about Haley. I'm just gonna.
I don't think so. I think she's like brought herself out from a place that's genuinely horrible.
That's true.
So it's okay if she lies. Kiwi Farms basically gave us everything we needed, but these guys are like, we don't trust Kiwi Farms because they don't do it chronologically, and that's how we do it over here. And Mel's all getting drunk and high on a Friday, but he's got a lot on his mind.
And she shouldn't be judged today based on who she was back then. I think it shows quite.
Yeah, but she never fucked Ethan Ralph. Can we all agree
you don't
on that?
know. Like, you don't know. Maybe there was an Ethan Ralph, North Carolina equivalent back in the day, and it's just not in it's not in the records.
I doubt it.
We don't know. Like, we don't know.
Oh, they're having fun. Carl, you got to go.
Ozone. Haley said court docs say heroin because heroin and oxy are both Schedule 1. False oxy's always been Schedule 2. Why on earth would officer write heroin under identity substance? Yeah, I know. We saw all the stuff.
You said this on your show.
Oh, they don't want to talk about it. But they'll talk about Steel Toe for 3 hours because he had a cornhole contest. But they don't want to talk about this. Come on. This is not fun, Ozone.
Heroin and oxy are both Schedule 1. False oxy's always been Schedule 2. Why on earth would officer write heroin under identity substance? Yeah, I know. We saw all the stuff.
You said this on your show last night, Patrick, but 0.1 grams, you don't measure pills in weight.
Yeah,
it doesn't make any sense. It was heroin was 0.1 grams, whatever.
But it's also like I don't see the point of even lying about that. Whether it's oxy or whether it's heroin, the story is the same. You've already admitted to 90% of what heroin is with the oxy. You may as well just admit to that and then say I'm a different person.
The story does change because it's like she was prescribed this medication and then she was convinced to sell it.
But also that I don't think that changed.
I thought you're not believing her story. You just said you don't even know. She doesn't even know what happened. But now you're saying she does know what happened.
Changes the perception of someone who was in a really bad spot who's different now. Like whether
it doesn't, but you started telling a story and now you're caught in a lie or whatever. And
exactly. That's what I'm meaning.
That's the problem, right?
The problem isn't.
Wow. So 3 hours in, they're going to talk about it for 5 minutes, even though I covered Steel Hoe.
What she did back then different now. Like whether
it doesn't, but you started telling a story and now you're caught in a lie or whatever. And
exactly. That's what I'm meaning.
That's the problem, right?
The problem isn't what she did back then. It's how she's retelling the story.
It will be more now.
Yeah.
Because
the cover-up was worse than a crime. Watergate 101.
It's like now everybody's gonna this fucking place. It's gonna.
Well, this fucking place. These clowns got lawsuit after lawsuit. But you know how this place can be. It gets so ugly over here and sloppy, and everybody's accusing people of stuff. And well, you know how it gets. Literally, these two clowns invented it. These two fucking club-footed Carl and Hunchback Mel literally invented it. But you know how it gets over here.
Right. The problem isn't what she did back then. It's how she's retelling the story.
It will be more now.
Yeah.
Because now everybody's going to this fucking place. It's not about to get better. Manning 2025, Zeman in your face tonight on ABC. Member for 26 months, JB50
Look how they didn't put these up for 3 hours.
Cal. Haley should just come clean and say she did and dealt drugs for years. She's very evasive and talks around the issue. I mean, she shouldn't say anything she doesn't want to say.
Right. I mean,
And
maybe she didn't deal drugs for years. Maybe she did
Right.
get busted.
All right, all she had to do was come on today, but these guys are too stupid and they're obsessed with steel toe. All she had to do was come on and she could have come on for 15 minutes like Tukey, answer some of the questions that they had or some of the super chats had, but instead they're going like, she don't have to answer anything she doesn't want. Thanks, guys. But she did 7 hours. Why would she do 7 hours if she want to keep it on the down low?
In 2025, Zeman in your face tonight on ABC. Member for 26 months, JB50 Cal. Haley should just come clean and say she did and dealt drugs for years. She's very evasive and talks around the issue. I mean, she shouldn't say anything she doesn't want to say.
Right. I mean,
And
maybe she didn't deal drugs for years. Maybe she did
Right.
get busted right away.
Then why don't you do 7 hours about it?
Yeah, we don't know.
This was not the best option compared to like just saying it's in my past. Yes, it's all true and it's behind me and I don't owe you guys anything, or like actually recounting without making anything different.
No, Pat Dixon said drag it out and you'll make money. She'll make money for one day. Enough to buy a car?
But
Ozone, Haley said she violated her probation due to being too poor to pay the fine. The court docs say she
Even Melton said last night, I don't know anything about this. You got to pay your probation fine. If you don't, they throw you in jail. So even Melton last night was like, this doesn't make any sense. And it sounds like 100% bullshit, where if you don't pay your probation officer something, then they throw you in jail. They know all these losers, mostly broke losers. So why would they throw you in jail for not paying your probation fine or whatever the fuck it's called?
owe you guys anything, or like actually
skipped check-ins and showed up to the jail high.
making anything different. But
Ozone, Haley said she violated her probation due to being too poor to pay the fine. The court docs say she tested positive for meth, weed, skipped check-ins, and showed up to the jail high.
it was actually all of those reasons. So she broke
That's
her
interesting.
she broke her probation on 3 counts. One was yes, being too poor to pay her fine, but then yes, all these other ones as well.
And she goes, I smoked a joint on Christmas Day, and you're like, what are you gonna do, you know? And then you find out, it's like, well, no, the
Meth.
THC was early in December, meth was January, and showing up to the jail like obliterated.
Right.
No, that's no. She doesn't remember. Moody said she doesn't even remember what happened. But Kiwi Farms is laying it out. But so even if she's not good at telling the story, Kiwi Farms is very good at it. But Moody's like, she's not a good witness for herself. She's misremembering. Kiwi Farms isn't.
No, the
Meth.
THC was early in December, meth was January, and showing up to the jail like.
I remember she said she talked to Moody for hours about this. So he probably coached her too. This guy's an absolute clown.
Obliterated?
Right.
If that's all true,
that's what I'm
she didn't
saying.
say any of that.
It's what I'm saying though. It's
January, and showing up on Christmas Day, and you're like, what are you gonna do, you know? And then you find out, it's like, well, no, the
Meth.
THC was early in December, meth was January, and showing up to the jail like obliterated.
right.
If that's all true,
That's what I'm
she
saying.
didn't say any of that.
It's what I'm
And
saying
I don't
though. It's
care.
like
This would have been over, but now
I
we
don't
have to
care
care because it's
either.
all like now this is happening now.
Listen,
it's
I
what
like
what-
Haley. She's
how-
cool. I've enjoyed. Well, she might be on the show next week. I don't care. I just don't like. Why lie about this stuff?
We
Right,
need a
it's
broom
it's-
that just
it's-
dances across the screen when we're in sweet mode.
right. It's what I was trying to say before though. It's like this person has clearly not got their shit together. Someone turning up high on meth or whatever and breaking probation. It's like it's not someone who
No. He was saying that she doesn't remember it properly. But Kiwi Farms did, and then she denied it all. She made up another story so she wouldn't look as bad, and now she looks worse because the cover-up was worse than the crime. But this guy, she spoke to probably Pat Dixon and this Moody clown, and they gave her some bad advice. Just answer the questions you want. Then what are they going to do? Double jeopardy? They're going to throw you in jail again? She's in Dabbleverse jail. That's a fact.
who's going to be a reliable narrator. Person has clearly not got their shit together. Someone turning up high on meth or whatever and breaking probation. It's like, it's not someone who's going to be a reliable narrator of what's going on in their life. So
No. Kiwi Farms did it. We're not going off of what she said. Kiwi Farms told us what happened. They gave us all the information we needed.
Someone make me a Roomba that bounces around the screen like that old DVD logo.
Yeah,
and
just show we're
it
sleeping.
makes a little whirring noise over whoever's talking.
Okay, but let me say this though, Moody.
yeah,
I agree with you. The problem is she's so confident. She has all the documentation. She knows exactly what happened. She's got dates. She's got a calendar up on the screen. These are the dates I sold the pills to this guy and Wednesdays. If you do that, you can't also say like, well, I don't know. I mean, I was fucked up back then.
right.
100%. And then he goes, right. He agrees with Carl too. You can't be like, no, here's what happened. And this Moody guy's like, she don't even know. No, she's contesting whatever Kiwi Farms is presenting. And yes, I just spit on my computer. I don't give a fuck. It's Freaky Friday.
On the screen, these are the dates. I agree with you. The problem is she's so confident. She has all the documentation. She knows exactly what happened. She's got dates. She's got a calendar up on the screen. These are the dates I sold the pills to this guy and Wednesdays. If you do that, you can't also say like, well, I don't know. I mean, I was fucked up back then.
Right.
You gotta go pick one later to the other, right?
It's weird, but like I've had friends who've been through some stuff that's pretty traumatic. I've had someone who's a cattle truck tipped over on her car and she was like sandwiched.
Right. So it's just like Haley. Right. Cattle truck.
Between
right.
Like she was in hospital for a long time.
Right.
And she doesn't
I
know.
was born club-footed. What's the difference?
Right. But like this person who's been through that trauma and was directly involved in that situation doesn't have a recollection of what happened.
Kiwi Farms did it. And she said that's not true. But you're saying even when she's saying it's not true, she's wrong again? She's always wrong? I mean, this guy's an idiot. No, even when she's saying Kiwi Farms is wrong, she's wrong again? No, she's lying. It's called lying. It's called listening to Moody and Pat Dixon for advice.
Long time. And she doesn't
I
know.
was born club-footed. What's the difference?
Right. But like this person who's been through that trauma and was directly involved in that situation doesn't have a recollection of what happened or
Then she should shut the fuck up then. How about that?
Situation afterwards or anything with it. Or whatever. Like
Right, but she's also not going on a stream and telling you everything that happened that day minute by minute.
Right.
That's the difference, I think.
Haley fucked up with how she handled this. Like that's
now they're finally admitting. The get along guys just tossed Haley off the bus.
There's nothing that
we all agree. Everything that happened that day minute by minute.
Right.
That's the difference, I think.
Haley fucked up with how she handled this. Like there's nothing that
we all agree.
I'm not saying anything against that.
Let's watch that third time.
That's the difference, I think.
Haley fucked up with how she handled this. Like there's nothing that
we all agree.
I'm not saying anything against that.
Labyrinth Mystic, be square with Blind Mike and I'll gift memberships. All right, we're good. 50 members. Ozone, weirdly enough, heroin is sold in 0.1 gram increments. Weird. Fine, police officers and officers of the court. You get it.
Yeah, I think heroin is so strong that it's probably again. I'm not gonna doubt Ozone. So he's probably right. It's such a strong drug that it's sold in small increments.
I don't recall her ever saying oxy outright. I heard her say pill. And again, do you three not know how much 0.1 grams is? 0.1 grams, not 1 gram. .1. That's not even enough for a bump.
Who are you going to believe, this black anonymous guy or Ozone?
Well,
apparently it is.
10% of a gram is definitely enough for a bump.
They said that that's what a dose is, and that's what people take in Molly. That's like what a normal person would take in Molly. Look, if you want a strong, you could take double that.
Right. From what I read, it was like $10 worth of heroin. Like it's right.
A gram is a weekend's worth, so a tenth of that, sure, it's something.
A gram of Molly is like, 7 to 10 rounds, and you might do 2 or 3 in a night if you're having a good time. Like,
Yeah.
I'm going to do Molly tonight.
I don't know anything about heroin. It's very hard to believe, but I don't know
Moody
much
on
about
Molly
street
would be
drugs.
the funniest ever. One time I got Moody so high he wouldn't get out of my car to come into the restaurant to eat.
I was trying to explain to you what dropping a pin meant. I'm like, I can't walk. And I'm like,
I was
just
like, we're
Wow, these guys make everything boring. Read Permaseal's super chat, Hunchback.
at the building. Just walk in when you're
I'm like,
ready. He's
just
like, drop a pin.
drop
I
a
can't, I
pin.
won't be able
Drop
to
a
find
pin.
it.
Drop a pin where you are, and
You wouldn't
because I
take
can't
his
remember
sunglasses
this.
off.
It was a umami burger.
It was his first time ever having LA.
It took two. I'm not.
What she's gonna come.
Because
That's
back-
everything. It's really personal.
But she's to move on. I mean, while on probation, to disprove Aaron and show him
Into it. Thank you very much. And moved private life a long time ago. I'm a totally different person.
If
Yeah,
she
that's
goes back-
everything. That's
Right,
all
if she
of it. You know, I'm
Right.
sure everybody's. I'm honored.
during the 24-hour show. That was nice. But yeah, no, I'm not cut out for it. I'm good.
Permaseal finishing. I'm honored. It proves Haley is dishonest to her audience. We don't know what she's gonna come out.
I just love that all these high rollers. Everybody knows the high rollers, so that's why they're being quote unquote respectful to Ozone and Permaseal, because they're like Permaseal, cuz swing by more often. Ozone, swing by more often, and they're just sending these to stick it to them, because all the ball watchers who normally show up on Melton's fucking Hunchback hour. Again, it's Clowntown, USA.
So I feel finishing. I'm honored. It
He
proves
said I'm
Haley is
honored.
dishonest-
He said he's honored that you're even there.
Show that was nice. But yeah, no, I'm not cut out for it. I'm good.
Permaseal finishing. I'm honored. It proves Haley is dishonest to her audience. We don't know what she's gonna come out and say. I'm sure everybody's on pins and needles.
She already said it. She did 7 hours. What is she gonna say? She's gonna say more. She's gonna talk to Moody and Pat Dixon some more. They're gonna give her some fucking loser advice.
It proves Haley is dishonest to her audience. We don't know what she's gonna come out and say. I'm sure everybody's on pins and needles. She's probably like gone away for a bit, have a weekend.
I do worry about the credibility issue, though.
Because
if she
that's
goes back-
everything. That's
right.
all
If she
of
goes
it
back
now.
and she goes, "Oh, I was doing this to fool you guys," it's just like
That's all of it now. And the
We'll
thing
never
is,
listen to
she
you
could
again.
have come out and said that was my private life a long time ago. I'm a totally different person now.
Right.
It's really personal. It involves my family. I don't want to get into it.
But she wouldn't have made as many super chats. But she's an idiot. So, like I said, she would have made super chats for 1 day or 2 days, and then everybody will move on, and then they'll just realize she's a fucking loser and piece of shit, like Chrissy Mayer and Pat Dixon. Grifting.
It's just like
That's all of it now. And the
We'll
thing
never
is,
listen to
she
you
could
again.
have come out and said that was my private life a long time ago. I'm a totally different.
If she
that's
goes back-
everything. I'm
Right.
sure everybody's
Look
on
at
pins and
Melton.
needles.
Look at Melton even stutter, because he's like, she's one of my gals. She was at Hackmania.
It proves Haley is dishonest to her audience. We don't know what she's gonna come out and say. I'm
Right.
sure everybody's on pins and needles. She's probably like gone away for a bit, have a weekend.
But she's okay. Go away. But if Chad or Steel Toe had done this, again, they do 24 hours, maybe 48 hours in a row on it. These absolute fucking clowns.
I do worry about the credibility issue, though.
Because
if she
that's
goes back-
everything. That's
right.
all
If she
of
goes
it
back
now.
and she goes, "Oh, I was doing this to fool you guys," it's just like
That's all of it now. And the
We'll
thing
never
is,
listen to
she
you
could
again.
have come out and said that was my private life a long time ago. I'm a totally different person now.
Right.
It's really personal. It involves my family. I don't want to get into it. I'd appreciate it if you didn't get into it. Thank you very much, and move on.
That's how I. That's. But she was going into. I can't wait until I get to disprove Aaron and show it. Like it got built up into this
No, she said she talked to you for hours about it, clown.
person versus person thing, rather than a. Let's move on.
Alvin Cleveland Moody Haley did meth on probation while a mother.
She tested positive for methamphetamine while on probation. That's in the records. I guess so.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
she
how.
was-
I don't know how many kids she has or how old they're. I don't know anything about it. I don't. It's not
She
my-
sounds like not a great person back then. That's not.
Or now. She's still a lying cunt now. Nothing's changed. Ray DeVito's always going to be Ray DeVito.
Who I'm friends with. Like
she might suck now. We don't.
I don't know how many kids she has or how old they're. I don't know anything about it. I don't. you know, it's
She
not
sounds like not a great person back then. That's not who I'm friends with. Like
She might suck now. We don't care. That's not the point.
I don't want Carl telling us about drugs unless it's AZT. And thanks for keeping Rewind on, Patrick.
always for this little piggy rewind on. Carl convinced me. He kept yelling at me in text.
That's not true. It's always why people like it on my channel. So I have rewind on. I don't want you to have it.
Suddenly, I'm not the biggest liar in the Dabbleverse. We're doing it.
Brian Johnson. Good to see you, buddy.
That is the way they all are, though. Aaron's elated that somebody else is in the
Yeah, make it about Chad. And again, if Chad did anything close to this or Steel Toe, they would go 24, 48, 72, 96 hours in a row. Emergency, episode after emergency episode. But Haley and Moody's just admitted that's not who I'm friends with. So he's friends with her. And he still can't even defend her. I mean, this guy, he's been trying for 3 hours, but he's this guy might be the biggest loser of all. Worse than Ray DeVito, worse than Gina Buscante, worse than even Pat Dixon.
Canon now. And like Chad's the same fucking way.
The thing is, it doesn't take away from her research. Like everything that she brings up about Aaron is backed up with documents and stuff. So
yeah, and everything Kiwi Farms brings up about her has documentation.
It's like
two things can be true.
Right, right. So it's like proving she's a liar on this doesn't mean that you got yourself kicked out from USA Boxing because you failed the background
Right. Let's make it about boxing. From how many years ago was that?
check. Like it doesn't change that.
Isn't that an option in the settings? Highlight speaker. I don't know what that's about. Labber Mystic 50. You are sus, sir, but you might do it, folks.
Permaseal and Ozone. What the fuck are you doing here with these fucking clowns? Pathetic losers. Come to daddy now and give me my money.
If that's the real Permaseal.
I couldn't be more proud. I couldn't be more proud of Permaseal and Ozone. Again, if people think I give a shit, I'm thrilled that they asked them these fucking questions because they weren't going to answer them otherwise. So I couldn't be happier. About this. Couldn't be happier.
What the fuck are you doing here with these fucking clowns? Pathetic losers. Come to daddy now and give me my money.
If that's the real Permaseal, Kevin would be upset if he was sniping.
Right.
Labber Mystic gifting 20 memberships. Thank you very much, Labern Mystic. 30 to go. Ozone, in Haley's defense, she rebounded from being homeless to running a Discord QAnon group called PDF Rescue Network, at least per NBC News, but she claims this was a hit piece. So who knows, right? I don't know anything about this part.
I don't know about it either.
Very confusing.
Conveniently, they have but Ozone knows about it, and people have sent me stuff about it. But conveniently, they don't know about anything about this QAnon stuff. This is when it gets weird. Heroin's one thing, QAnon's a different thing. They don't know anything about it.
At least per NBC News, but she claims this was a hit piece. So who knows, right? I don't know anything about this part.
I don't know about it either.
Very confusing.
Got along, gang. Just got along again. Everything's back in order. Everything's aligned again. Oh, the Get Along gang, they all agreed on this.
It was a hit piece.
Unbelievable.
So who knows, right? I don't know anything about this part.
I don't know about it either.
Very confusing.
She set up a Discord to spy on QAnon, but she set it up. I mean, look, that happens too. I'm not saying that like people start clubs to like attract members that they want to learn from.
It's called the CIA. We know.
Right. I'm just saying it's a tactic.
Yeah.
About this. And I don't even remember what the fuck QAnon really was.
She
and
mentioned
people
it
were
on
fucking with me about it last night. So
you played it yesterday. It's like she was investigating QAnon and it was something that went nowhere, and so she dropped it.
And her boss called, was like, what the fuck? Yeah, but I still don't understand like what she did that's like the scandal. Because it's something to do with pedophiles, right?
I think maybe she was organizing. I don't know anything about it, so I don't know. But if Ozone is to be believed, she was organizing that Discord and part of that community, and she's
maybe she was investigating ISO, another show allegedly here. That'd be crazy. Haley was looking into the Dabbleverse. I mean, into the pedophile network. Started by ISO and Shuley.
Claiming that she's not. Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Tugsimp, none of you watched it all, but still judge Snakes. I mean, I can't watch all that right now. I'm busy. I'm busy doing stuff.
And she also took it down.
Carl knows. I've got a catastrophe on my hands.
I'm surprised Dippled Balls isn't telling us we got it all wrong. And but I guess now he believes everything Haley said.
She didn't make it. She didn't make it easy for everyone to watch that or access that information. So, like presenting, as we learned from the Mikey call, how you present something really changes how people judge it.
Hold on, is this really Pat?
It is. Also, I just want to point out real quick, Haley says, well, I was dragging it out and I wasn't saying anything because Kevin Brennan was sniping me. Never, ever, ever change your show because Kevin Brennan is sniping you.
Yeah, she's insane. She should be in a mental hospital. So she's going to punish everybody. She finally has an audience. She's going to punish everybody because somebody's sniping her. Again, Pat Dixon told her to do this, and Moody probably did too. These guys are stupid and losers. Dangerous combination.
How you present something really changes how people judge it.
Hold on, is this really Pat?
It is. Also, I just want to point out real quick, Haley says, well, I was dragging it out and I wasn't saying anything because Kevin Brennan was sniping me. Never, ever, ever change your show because Kevin Brennan is sniping you. That's retarded. Do your show. Don't worry about KB. It doesn't matter at all.
Well, it's a common trait amongst all these guys. They get so distracted, and I think that's rooted in an insecurity.
Like, yes, it's about insecurity. Yeah. Let's get a psychological angle on why people don't like to be sniped.
Don't worry about.
First of all, when I heard that she was dragged it out for 7 hours to stick it to me, I'm like, I had a great day. I in fact, according to Flimsy Tips, did better than she did on her biggest day ever. But she thought she was going to win by making everybody sit through 4, 5, 6, 7 hours to stick it to me. She's an idiot. But again, I'm sure Pat Dixon was somehow involved in this.
Sniping me.
And I couldn't agree with Carl more. I mean, you have a huge audience. It'd be like that time when fucking Chad and Steel Toe, and we got the information from Kiwi Farms, or Chad did. I was being sniped by everybody. I didn't give 2 fucks. I'm just gonna do my show. I'm not gonna be like, who's sniping me? I know Melt was sniping me, and there were probably countless others. But I mean, like, I'm gonna drag it out to stick it to everybody. Stick it to Melton. What a fucking idiot.
Never, ever, ever change your show because Kevin Brennan is sniping you. That's retarded. Do your show. Don't worry about KB. It doesn't matter at all.
Well, it's a common trait amongst all these guys. They get so distracted, and I think that's rooted in an insecurity.
For sure.
We see it with Aaron and Chad and stuff. They get ahead of it. They're like, and I know they're going to say, there's a filter there that they're constantly running everything. They're worried about what people are going to say about everything they say.
But Haley thought that was a defense.
Anyway. It doesn't matter.
Haley's like, no, I was doing that to fuck with Kevin Brennan. You fucked with all of us. We were all trying to watch the episode and enjoy it. I was born out of my fucking skull.
Yeah, like I was watching it and then it was privated while I was. I'm like, all right, well, there it goes.
It proves Haley's a crappy liar and will be called out immediately. But you did a show with her where you were sitting there, co-signing all her.
Okay, give me till the end of the month. But if there's
okay, I got what I wanted out of this, right? Wow. Ozone and Permasil. Again, this is why. Again, you can not like my show, you can not like my teeth, but my chat is the best chat because we don't really give a fuck about being on a team or sweeping. We again, the fact that they showed up this is why. Because Melton and Carl's fans, or whatever the fuck they're called, they're not going to bring it up. So people from MLC had to bring it up. It really is unfucking believable. And kudos to Permaseal and Ozone. Because, again, it saved the show. It saved my show today because they finally admitted that she's a fucking liar. Unbelievable. And it also makes it doubly great that everybody knows Permaseal and Ozone. So he even if they watch my show, even if they watch my even if even if they say they don't watch my show, they should still know who Permaseal is. They still know who. Wait, they said I gotta watch something else here.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Here's the problem. Pat did that show with her the morning after Aaron went over those second round of documents that were released. I can't. I'd be dishonest if I didn't ask these questions that are glaring to me. And I understand that maybe Pat was trying to just kind of be softball there with her, like sounding board, and not like really get into it. But it's like, yeah, but you got to know, like, people are gonna like. I didn't want to fucking know any of this, and now I know a little bit, and now I'm going like, hold on a second, that doesn't. And like, fuck. All you had to do was say, it's annoying and it's awkward. It's weird. Like, it sucks.
And Pat can't claim ignorance because Pat follows everything. There's no one who knows more about what's going on than Pat Dixon right now.
Pat's trying to have sex with her or something. That's how Pat does it. And Pat thinks he's smarter. Again, to think you're smarter than the internet, that you can outsmart the internet. And if you just, we'll say this, the internet will never catch on. I mean, Pat, that's how dumb Pat is. It really is spectacular. And it's a miracle they found each other. But if you're a female and you're in any way affiliated with Pat Dixon, you're going to lose. I don't know if you're a loser when you met him, but when Pat's done with you, you're going to be a loser. And now Pat looks like a clown, as he should. And Haley looks like an even bigger clown. But again, she's friends with Moody, too. Moody was probably giving her advice. And absolute Clown Town, USA.
All right, you got to go, Carl?
I do.
Oh, fuck.
I've got.
Well, Carl's going. I'm going. Listen, man. And again, the show was saved by Permaseal and Ozone. Because, again, they didn't want to talk about it. So people sent super chats. And the fact they're shitting on Pat Dixon. And, again, Pat Dixon's a loser. So Bob Levy can pretend he's not. Bob Levy's going to move on. Bob Levy will move on. They won't this week. They won't next week. But, Pat Dixon looks like a clown. When when all the super tippers are kind of, the Get Along gang is kind of breaking ranks now. So they threw Haley off the bus, and now they're shitting on Pat Dixon. Pat Dixon is a dumb fucking clown. And so what happened was she did her show Tuesday reacting to, I guess, Steelto from the day before. And then Steelto did a show Wednesday night. And then they did the show Thursday. Her and Pat Dixon did a show Thursday morning. So they could have addressed all this, and they probably got. I didn't watch. I said I wasn't going to watch. I'd had enough by Wednesday. But, Pat was coming on, and that was when everybody saw where Pat lived. So again, Pat will always lose. I said it before all this, and I still stand by that. Pat knows nothing but how to lose. That's a fact. Pat knows the losing lane. Like Sorcerer said, this is what they're used to. This is what they're always comfortable with. Pat Dixon, Ray DeVito, just lifetime losers. Thank you, Kami. Next time you deploy Cheddar to purchase your props, have them pick up a broom from the store. You can whip it out anytime these fruits sweep. That's a good idea. Get those little dust things. You know what I mean? Like not a big broom, but like sometimes they make a little. Not like a dustpan broom that you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, but I'll get one. I know exactly what you're talking about. It looks like a broom, but it's tiny. Yeah, it's unbelievable. And then even Moody got kind of busted at the end, where he's like, "That's not the girl I know," and they're like, "No, she's clowning herself right now." Pat was in Melton's chat saying he didn't care about it last night. Yeah, now all of a sudden he looks like a clown. All of a sudden he doesn't care. Again, Pat only knows how to lose. So, of course, he's going to align himself with losers. Just tell Sheckler Haley has kids and he'll be on it. Okay, well, you can say whatever you want about Sheckler, but he makes great documentaries. I know your boy Ray DeVito, and I mean, NJ Ranger, you look like a clown. You look like an absolute clown. So you have a problem with Sheckler, but not Ray DeVito. I mean, again, you're picking sides. You're picking sides, and it looks pathetic. It looks pathetic. I'm confused. Dixon told us none of this was true. Yeah, Pat Dixon, the guy's dumb, and he's so dumb he thinks he's smart. So again, I've been dealing with these people for long enough now. So they think they're smart, and they think they can fool the internet. If they keep talking, that everyone's going to go, oh, okay, right, maybe Pat Dixon's right. But the opposite happens. People just watch and go, wow, this guy's a fucking utter fool. They offer community service hours for people behind on fees. Yeah, that makes no sense. So they know people that have problems with the law and the courts. They don't have any money, and she had a court-appointed lawyer, but they're going to throw her in jail. That's what they used to have, like back in Charles Dickens. They had debtor's prison. So if you're broke like Gino Bisconte or Pat Dixon, they would throw you in jail. And they realized it's counterproductive because how the guy's going to pay off his debt? They even covered in Rocky when Rocky's like, if I break his hand, then how's he going to make money to pay you? And Rocky's boss like, don't worry about that. I'll cover that. But it's the same thing. They're going to throw her in jail because she didn't pay the fine. But how's she going to make money in jail to pay the fine? So it's all bullshit. But again, she thought Carl and Melton would all agree with her because they did a pinky promise thing in Hackamania. I quit. What about failed actor Adam Bush? You can't quit. I mean, it really is unbelievable. But we got to it. We got to it, Stokely. And shout out to Permaseal. And I didn't even think that I didn't tell anybody to do anything. And I had kind of given up, like Stokely. He sent this a while ago. So he probably came around like I did, because I was at the same point. I quit with these clowns. And then Permaseal and Ozone. And they asked some very specific things that they had to address. Not this. Is Pat Dixon a loser? And they would just scoff, to laugh and scoff at the super chat. But since it's specific questions about Haley, they kind of had to address them. Great work, gentlemen. Great work. Boss, don't be swoggled by the hornbuckle. She used to sell 8. She might still, but used to 2. And thank you, Spectre, for yesterday. Shout outs from yesterday. Again, I only remember when. Spectre, JD Straight Shot, Skybrick, Ozone, and everybody else. Yeah, even whatchamacallit called himself. He's like, well, that's not the Haley I know now. And even Carl's like, well, she's probably still a piece of shit. She's still probably a lying piece of shit. And again, that's once you get involved with drugs and Artie Lang or whatever, that's all you'll ever know. You just lie. That's your instinct. Constantly lie. Even now, and even Pat Dixon's like sweeping along, like, yeah, because he probably wants to have sex with Haley or wants some dick pics or something from him. He wants something out of her. If Pat Dixon shows up at your door, you know you're not doing well, because he's always snooping around with just women that are just desperate, and they're like, hey, this Pat Dixon showing me something. Maybe Ari Jane. Remember, she was talking to Pat Dixon for a while. Just she's had 3 or 4 husbands, just complete fucking losers. PDF Rescue Network implies they rescue the PDFs. Focus on Ray. Focus on Ray. Your boy Ray. Who do you like to shit on? What's the other one about? I mean, it's insane that Scheckler. You have a problem with Scheckler because of a tweet he made. What year was that? 2023? Sure, we super chat elsewhere, but it's always in mission. We're like little misery drones. Listen, I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled. It saved the show. It saved my show. And because again, like I said, I'll try to not keep repeating myself, but they wouldn't have mentioned especially detailed stuff, and it made Pat Dixon look like a clown. It made Moody look like a clown because she said she talked to Moody for hours. And that's the advice she got. Just make up stuff. If you don't want to talk about, just make up stuff. If Chad makes up Kumia Country, Chad eventually comes clean about Kumia Country. But again, I really didn't give a shit. It was great content for me. But again, I didn't tell Chad to make up stuff about Kumia Country. They did. Fucking absolute clowns. Misery Jones. Thank you, Johnny Mac. Oh, God, this clown. You know, it's time to wrap it up when this clown shows up. Pill Pop and Pat taught heroin Haley how to conduct. Again, it never works. It never works. Never. The internet's ultimately going to be like, Even with Chrissy Mayer, watching Chrissy Mayer trying to outsmart the internet was hilarious. Of course, connected to Pat Dixon. Watching her try to outsmart the internet, Chrissy Mayer. Remember that? She's like, I didn't even know. I mean, people are like, you're a clown. And then they move on. Haley's done. But of course, Pat's involved. Pat's like, here's what you should do. Here's what I would do. What an absolute fucking clown. Backtrack. These Maroons first playing down the Haley thing, now pretending to be in-depth investigators after Ozone Super Chat. I mean, it's, again, they did the same thing they accused Haley doing, not talking about it. They waited 3 hours, and they wouldn't have talked about it except that Ozone and Permasil stuck it to them. But they were like, Haley's making us wait. They were talking about texts between him and Steel Toe and Nick Regatta from 2023, as opposed to shit that happened days ago. They're like, he got like with the ISIS stuff. He got to move on. These absolute fucking clowns. They all have the same fucking MO, the same business model. Hey, we weren't going to talk about it, but Ozone and fucking Permasil stuck it to them. And they're like, I guess we got to address it. And now we don't stand with Haley anymore. It's fucking pathetic. Fucking pathetic. Oh, thank you. Thanks to you-know-who. I already said how many times I got to. But it's true. It's true. They saved their show. They saved my show. Because these clowns were just being clowns. And Moody's still fucking sweeping for her. Even at the end. He's like, that's not the Haley I know. And even Carl's like, maybe she's still a piece of shit. She used to be, but she still is too. In any context, misremembering equals lying. In court it is. In court it is. You can't be like, oh, I misremembered. I was traumatized by what happened 10 years ago. So, again, I remember everything that happened 10 years ago. I was in some dark place. I wasn't doing the H. I wasn't doing the H's, but things weren't always going great, but I remembered. Moody's like, she doesn't. Dixon can't turn on Haley. She's the only one doing full court press on me lying about his abuse. Yeah, you're probably right. You're probably right. So again, and at this point, nobody believes anything Pat Dixon says, except Bob. But Bob's the dumbest motherfucker that was ever born. So yeah, they find each other and they'd be like, you sweep for me and I'll sweep for you. It's wow. You may have teeth that look like they have individual causes, but you're beautiful bluesy. See all the I see all the hack. I see hack as far as the eye can see. It's like a Friday miracle. We're sitting around, nothing's happened. They're dodging all the topics that anybody wants to hear about. And then Permasil and Ozone show up and they're like, well, truth be told, they're not, Haley fucked up. Even fucking little Moody said that. Yeah, my beautiful blues. With these glasses, I think it don't matter. I'm not making money off my looks anymore anyway. Even if I did before, I don't think I did. But, I did okay with the ladies. Thank you, Phony Baloney. MLC it. All right. I mean, I don't know. I might have to block this guy. Felicia, she can't tell us the truth because she probably lied to her husband about all this. Who would marry? Oh, yeah, you're probably right about that, too. She can't. Now, people are saying I'm sweeping for Felicia, but she's probably right. Listen, once you become Artie Lang and you start lying about everything, then, nobody is going to believe you. So it's the same thing with Chrissy Mayer. She's like, she wanted to become a Catholic, and it's all nonsense. People are like, so now you're doing the religious Catholic grift? And she'd be like, no, people have been grifting. Some of the biggest people on Playboard, they're grifting super chats under the guise of, religious leaders or so again, all these mega churches, they were the original grifters, the original super chatters. So it's all like, give me money and you'll go to heaven. So Chrissy, first she did the political right wing, didn't work out. Then she did porn stars, didn't really work out. And now she's like, I'll become a Catholic. But everybody sees right through it. They're like, now you're Catholic? Yeah, because I want to avenge for my sins. Or what do you call it? Vouch for my sins. What do you do when you try to get rid of your sins? I should have learned that at Catholic school. She can't tell the truth because she probably lied to her husband about all this. Who would marry? I like to see on a double date Haley's and Melton. I like to see Melton, his hog wife, and then who would marry fucking Haley? Isn't she a fat? Used to be a drug addicted, but probably still is. Used to be too. Slob. Gilly deleted her ex because it got too mean. And again, I really, Tim Totality, you and Tommy Jordan should do a show. You're both worthless pieces of shit. And again, X is gay, and that's where people go to be extra gay. And yeah, let's focus on Gilly and not Haley. You absolute fucking losers. All right, we're done.